Hi everybody!
Hi!
We're back! We wanted to start by saying an enormous thank you to everyone that signed up for the retreat.
We were completely overwhelmed.
Absolutely, totally discombobulated.
Dumbfounded,
yeah.
Gobsmacked.
If we're honest,
amazed.
If I'm honest, I thought we might get 25 people in the first weekend, because that was our minimum. In order to make it worth running the retreat, we needed 25 people. If we didn't get 25, we couldn't run it. Sold out in slightly less than 24 hours.
21
hours. Could have knocked me over with a feather. So
yeah.
Thank you so much. You know, we understand this is our first ever retreat, and it means a huge amount that they've taken a punt.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That you've got enough trust in us to deliver an event that you'll all enjoy.
Yeah.
That...
I mean, it's going to be fab.
Oh, it is. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing.
We've got so many good ideas, which even we think are good ideas, and we're really very humble and modest people.
Fairly.
Well, we're self-effacing enough that we're like, why does anybody want to come play this?
Anyway, so a massive thank you to all 50 that have secured places.
Yes.
And we're up to about 5, I think, on the waiting list. 7 on the waiting list. So if anyone missed out on a place, do head over to the booking link. It's there in our Instagram profile. Fill in the form and you'll go on the booking list, wait list. And if anybody can't unfortunately make the retreat for any reason, do please let us know. Oh, we didn't say, but you can find us as at the Knit Tea Retreat on Instagram, the Knit Tea Retreat on Facebook, and on
Twitter.
Tweeting places. And we
doesn't do tweets.
I don't.
That's all me.
What's the website now?
It's the Knit Tea Retreat. Oh, I've picked up a stitch. theknittearetreat.wordpress.com.
So there we go.
And there'll be links down below. And
yes.
Oh, and the Ravelry group.
And the Ravelry
We're getting
group.
Some good chatting going on over there. People discussing where they're going to be staying. And
yeah, I put up that roomies thread that I'd forgotten I thought of last time we spoke. So if you're coming to the retreat and you want to join in with the fun, head over there. That should be...
Yeah, even if you don't want to share a room, I've noticed a couple of people are telling people where they're going to be staying so that they can stay in the same venue.
Yeah,
so,
have breakfast together, catch a taxi, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we should just dive straight into it.
Crack on.
Crack on. Also, last time we did mention that there would be exciting things coming up soon, and this is the exciting thing.
Yes. Do you remember Zoe hadn't got a clue? I said, do you remember the secret thing? And I had to whisper it to her.
You did.
This is it.
This is it.
Yes.
So when we were planning the retreat, we were thinking we want to do it really far in advance, but then how do we keep some excitement going? Because there'd be like a big flurry of activity around bookings.
And we thought there'd be regular activity through the year as we were marketing the remaining.
Yeah, we had this whole
places.
marketing plan to try and sell the last 84 places. But you blew us out of the water by filling it all up. So we sort of thought, well, we'll have to do something else. We don't want it to be all fuss and then nothing for a year.
Yeah. And
then the retreat. So we came up with a cunning plan. Now, we mentioned last time our 4 fantastic tutors. So Anniken and Allis, Jen Best of Beaker Buttons, Emma of Folky Felt, and Renee Callahan of East London Knits. And so what we decided to do is run 4 knit-alongs, based each around 1 tutor, and each knit-along to last 3 months.
Which handily takes us right up to the date of the retreat.
See what we did there? Oh, cunning.
It's as if we thought it through.
If we were any more cunning, we'd be weasels. So first up is the Anniken Allis knit-along. Jenny, what are the details?
Well, the knit-along is going to run from the 21st of October, which is the anniversary or the year before.
Yeah, it's exactly 12 months until the retreat then.
Until the 20th of January. And we are going to ask you to knit any one of Anniken's patterns.
She's got loads. Did you have a look at her designer page? She's so busy.
511.
That's
511.
That's nuts.
And there's us trying to get to
2.
a dozen or
2
something.
in my case.
But yeah, so there's loads of choice, and if you subscribe to any British magazines, you've probably got quite a lot of her patterns already, because she seems to be in most of them.
Lots in the knitter.
But she has offered us very generously a discount code.
She has.
So would you like to tell them about that?
I would love to. It gets you 20% off any of her patterns, and the discount code is knit-t, all lowercase, and again I'll put it down below. I'll set up a thread in the Ravelry group, and I'll put a link to Anniken's designer page. I'll put the discount code in there as well. And that code is valid for 20% off all the way up until the end of December, which is very generous.
Yeah,
Thank you,
really
Anniken. That's really kind of you.
That's
so
really
she's
nice.
got...
She's been so supportive of us, hasn't she? I mean,
absolutely.
With the reposting details on social media, and sort of sending us little congratulatory messages and things like that. So that's really meant a lot to us. That
she's been fab.
Yeah.
We saw her at Yarndale. It was really brief. Yarndale was so crazy.
It was so busy. It was sort of, hi, we're us. Bye. Good luck.
We were hoping to catch her on the next back round, but the store was really busy, which is great for her. But so yeah, it was lovely to meet you, Anniken, if you're watching. And I'm sorry we didn't get more of a chance to chat. But anyway, so it's going to be the Anniken Allis knit along. I will think of a cunning and witty hashtag that we can use on social media as well. Yeah, I'll think about that later. And
she's good at that sort of thing.
Yeah, can't be pressured though.
No, it has to flow naturally.
You can't rush me.
Tea and cake and such like.
I shouldn't have picked this sock to knit. I'm on the toe decreases of my sock, and I can't concentrate on it. I might have to put it away.
Straight stocking stitch.
Straight stocking stitch. Anyway, so take part in the knit along. And
there is an important thing. It's not just for retreat attendees.
Oh no, anyone.
We would love it if you came and took part.
Yeah.
Especially if you'd like to come to a future retreat, because we don't plan on this being a one-off, do we? We do plan on... We're already idly mentioning potential areas of the country. Might not be Cardiff next time, you never know. But yeah, so we'd love for anybody to take part.
Yeah, and if you haven't been able to get a place on the retreat, you can at least join in this way. So yeah, it's open to absolutely anybody. And in terms of prizes, there will be prizes.
There will.
We just haven't decided what.
We literally, before we were recording this, 2 minutes before we were recording this, we're discussing the yarn and new patterns that we were planning on using. So.
Since the bookings went live, we've been really busy with getting that sorted. And life work. I've been on my deathbed with tonsillitis, so
I've been preparing for the West Wales Wool Show, which is this weekend.
Yeah, so
it's been a bit of a manic week. So,
yeah, but odds are I'll be able to talk her into donating a skein of yarn. I'm sure I can come up with something. If anybody watching is interested in donating a prize for any of the knit-alongs, do please get in touch. That would be fabulous. We have had, and I won't mention any names, quite a few applications to sell at the retreat marketplace. We haven't made any firm decisions on that yet, but if any of you would be interested in donating prizes for the knit-along, again, just drop us an email. We are theknittearetreat@gmail.com. So all of that will be going on. And yeah, in terms of prizes, there'll be a few prizes for us to post out to the winners. And we're also going to have a separate prize giving at the retreat, aren't we?
Yes. So what I visualised with that is that if you were to take part in all 4 knit-alongs through the year, you could then bring what you knitted, or if it's been gifted to somebody else, bring a picture of what you knitted to the retreat, and you'll get a raffle ticket for each item that you've knitted. There isn't a limit. If you want to knit 10 of Anniken's patterns, then obviously you get 10 entries into the giveaway at the end.
And you might well want to knit 10 of her patterns, because it was tricky for us to decide. There were so many lovely things.
I've still got a short list, and I reserve the right to change my mind.
Yeah. She has, I mean, she's very well known for lace, so she does have a lot of lovely lace patterns. She also does have Fair Isle. She has accessories as well as shawls. So there's a really good mix of stuff in her designs, whether you're beginner or advanced or anything.
And some garments as
yeah,
well.
some really nice garments with the yokes. I think some of those were in Debbie Bliss. One of those was in the Debbie Bliss magazine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so as I say, go and check out her designs. We'll put links below. We'll put links in the Ravelry thread.
Links
and all
everywhere.
that. All the links are everywhere. No whips.
No. If you could start after the 21st of October and finish before the 21st.
On the 21st.
On or thereafter.
I have visions of me sitting down, thinking of all the other knitters casting on the 21st.
Your visions of you sitting down, well, that would make a nice change.
That's why it's a daydream.
But yeah, and share your progress on Instagram with the hashtag that Zoe will have come up with.
Yes.
So that we can all... It'll be something retreaty and KAL-y and
Anniken-y.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you going to knit?
Ooh.
What have you chosen?
Ooh.
I'm going to put this sock away. It's not the right thing.
Let me get out my phone so that I can find the pattern. Now, I've sort of got it down to 2.
You could knit both. Both
I
is
could
good.
knit both. Time dependent.
True.
Because life, you know.
Yeah.
And children who demand sweaters. But I wanted to use... I have a new yarn base in my shop. I'm not trying to sell this to you right now, although it is available.
Outrageous self-promotion.
I have a new yarn base in my shop and I haven't knitted with it yet, which is shameful. And I would like to knit a sample to put up on the stalls when we go to...
It is beautiful. It's
shows.
called Tibetan Owl. Look.
She's allowed to promote it.
I'm allowed to promote it. And it is 60% superwash merino, 20% silk, 20% yak. And this is the colourway rose. Look at that. Dusty pink gorgeousness.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, I think that the drape of this, because of the silk in it, is going to be really
Is yak
nice.
drapey as well?
I have no idea, but it seems to, just the way that the skein behaves, it seems that it will drape really nicely. And I think that the stitch definition is going to be brilliant on this as well.
It looks like quite a high twist.
So I want to knit up a shawl in this.
One skeiner.
A one skeiner shawl. So originally I picked out my pattern and I was going to knit the gondola shawl. Let me just wait for this to load, which is that one. But then originally I was going to use a variegated yarn, and then I remembered about this one that I wanted to use. But this takes a little bit too much yarn. So I think I am going to knit the Rose Craddock shawl. I can get that to, there we go. And this uses apparently exactly as much yarn as I have.
Well, that's a better picture to show them.
Yes, that's why I'm getting it.
So yeah.
So it's 366 metres in this skein, and that apparently uses 366 metres with a few beads around the edge as well. So that's what I think I'm going to be doing.
I think crescent shape is my favourite shape.
Is it? Well, it'll certainly look nice on the wall of a stall.
I think you're going to knit that thinking it's going to be displayed on your stall, and you're going to wear it too much to ever manage to display it.
Well, I'll display it on my person.
On your
if I
person,
don't display it on my wall.
Yes, that's
so
true.
It's all good.
Yeah, has that got beads on the ends too?
It has. It's got a little row of beads just around the hem.
Oh, okay. So not actually in the design, but just around the edges.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, nice.
I think it's just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, I like how she styled it there with the shawl pin. I know that, I don't know if she still does. I knew she used to sell the shawl pins.
Oh, she still does. Yeah, she's got
does.
some lovely ones.
I always mean to buy one and I never quite get round to it.
I know. I know.
Maybe when she comes to the retreat.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
You never know.
So Jenny has definitely decided on her yarn and is a bit unsure on the pattern. I have definitely decided on my pattern and I'm having a yarn dilemma. I had to tip I went and got my stash lives in space bags. And there's big plastic bags and you can suck all the air out of them with your Hoover. My yarn lives in those in IKEA chests upstairs. And so in a moment of complete indecision, when Jenny was here, I went and got the lot and just whoosh, mush all over the dining room table, which I had just cleaned. I know. And I was struggling, and some of the yarn didn't have any plans for it, some of it did.
Some of it she doesn't want to knit.
Some of it I'm not
be knitted.
And then it will be gone. I'm not quite prepared to let it go yet. Anyway, so the shawl I'm going to knit is the Crescent Bay shawl. There you are, look.
That's a lovely one.
This is a lovely shape as well.
I might have chosen that if you hadn't chosen it.
Well, you can knit it too.
I'm not knitting the same as you.
We do it in a different colour.
Twinsies.
Okay, fine. Anyway, I love this.
Look ridiculous.
So this uses...
Shawlette on you and a blooming... Anyway, carry on.
This uses a single skein of caterpillar green yarns, which is a self-striping, I think. It's not called caterpillar green yarns anymore, it's called something else now. She's changed the name, but I can't remember what. Anyway, so I need 548 metres. And I need some size 6 seed beads. Blimey. And again, if you can see, just along the edge here, there's little beads there.
How many do you need? Because I've got quite a lot. Do you remember when I
knitted? Oh, and it goes up that side. Some. You need some.
Yeah.
Some beads.
You know the shawl design I just did? I bought about 15 different colours of size 6 seed beads.
So okay, well I'll come have a look. I'll have a rummage, yeah. So this is an asymmetrical triangular crescent in a rainbow ombre, because as I said, self-striping yarn.
Really nice.
So I thought, oh, Caterpillar Green is now gagedyeworks.com. Thank you very much, my beautiful assistant. Yeah, so that's what I'm knitting. Now, I don't have any self-striping that I'm prepared to use, but I thought it would rather suit stash busting, like minis. Have you ended up, I'm sure you must have all ended up with minis. So...
the leftovers
these,
from the other
okay, I have options.
Oh.
Okay, so option number 1, hand spun yarn by Jenny. So tempting. So this is what I've got. This is Hilltop Cloud Lamas, 25% BFL plus Soya Silk plus Merino plus Shetland plus Angelina. So some of everything. Can you see the sparkle in that? And then this purple, this is Merino and Swartballs. Swartballs? Swartballs. Can you say balls on a podcast? I just said balls.
It's our party.
It's our party. So that's option number 1. I'd have enough, but it would only be 2 colour, and I did like the multicoloured.
Yeah.
And plus, if I knit this, it will be gone.
I think I like it more with one of those as a base colour, and then...
You're just complicating it now.
It.
My other option is these. Now, you might say, Zoe, they're already mittens, and you wouldn't be wrong. These are mittens. But they're actually oven gloves. They're huge, and I don't wear them terribly much because they are huge. But I do have leftover yarn. It's all knitted in Drops Alpaca. Those are the Fiddlehead mittens, by the way. I think it's a free pattern. And I have got leftovers. And according to Jenny's mathematics, I've got enough.
620 odd metres.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like 620 odd metres.
So what I was thinking is I could use the grey in the middle as the contrast, as the main colour.
You definitely need another ball of that.
But if I did need another ball of that, it's only a couple of quid.
Yeah. I thought you were going to alternate all the way down, you see. When you
or I could alternate all the way down. And I do like purple.
She really does.
And I could always frog these. I don't know. So that's option B. Option C, and I'm not sure I'm ready to knit these either.
Oh, she's definitely a yarn hoarder.
Yeah, look, these are my Rivenets mini skeins that I bought from lovely Becky. Hi, Becky. And the German.
Look at that depth.
And Baby Tinkler at Yarningham. And I bought these to go in my blanket. Look at the gorgeousness. If any of you have seen her stand at the shows, you'll know the wall of minis. Yeah. And she has loads of different colours in a gradient, and they're darkest at the top of the grid wall, and they go all the way to the brightest at the bottom. And I agonised for ages. So I could do this, or that, or this, or that. So I don't know.
I suspect she won't know until the morning of the 20 whatever it is.
I don't think I can knit these yet.
Well, you've had the purple one for absolutely ages. It's not like it's new. You've had the gold one since May.
I know. I'm not prepared to use those. Too special. So I don't know. Anyway, the point is I'm going to knit the Crescent Bow Shawl by Anniken Allis. So yeah, if you've got minis and you want to join in, I think that would be a really good choice. And she's got lots of different shapes of shawls. There's crescents and points and stoles and all sorts. So if you fancy lace.
Yeah, and the other thing I like about the way her pages are laid out on Ravelry is that she has them in bundles already. So she has simple lace shawls and she has
stoles and colour work and...
Yeah, that's the only segment I can remember is simple lace shawls. But I remember she had them all in bundles already, so you could go in and...
Yeah.
Oh, that's the sort of general category of thing I want to make. I'll have a look in there. Yeah, I like that.
So, that's it. So the first knit along will be Anniken Allis patterns, and for 20% off use the knit-t discount code. Come and find us on Instagram and on Ravelry. And I think that's it.
I think that is it, yeah. Once again, we're just so glad that you all have decided to join us. And we really hope that this is a way that we can all get to know each other in advance as well.
Yes.
By chatting online and on Ravelry in the retreat group.
Yeah.
And by following each other on Instagram, you do feel like you know each other before you even get there then.
Quite a few of the attendees are coming by themselves, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice if we can all get to know each other as well. So yeah, check the links down below. We'll put all the details in there. And casting on 21st of October.
It's not long.
Right, well, signing off then.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye. So, that's all good.
Right.
Short again.
We're going to have to put you on blocks.
Do need to cut you out.
Right. Lipstick.
Beautiful.
I just want to put it on the teeth.
All over. I tell you that Rob broke one of my knitting needles yesterday.
No!
Day before. I came down from upstairs and he went, I did a bad thing and I'll buy you a new one.
Where would you left it?
Huh?
Where would you left it?
I'd left it where it lived. He'd used it to poke paracord through a hole in a catchy thing.
Instant death.
It's alright, I'm going to buy more expensive ones.
Okay.
Don't tell him. It's all about us after all.
Can everybody see me?
Can you
hear me? Well, go on then.
We're beginning, are we?
You begin.
Oh.
I begin for the last time.
Yeah, but you're more of a professional at this whole podcasting thing.
Get on with it.
Got more practice. What episode are you up to now?
I don't know.
Okay.
You're prevaricating.
Yes, I am, yeah.
Hi everybody!